So let me just introduce our panel today to just find out what is happening in Goa. What is the issue there? Why is it that meat supplies have reduced there despite the fact that traders have called off their strike? In studio, we have Fauzan Alvi, who's the spokesperson for the Meat Association. We also have Gauri Moleki, who's an animal rights activist and representative of the Animal Welfare Board of India. We also have Shefali Gandhi, who owns the Koi Asian Dining Restaurant in Goa, and Deputy Speaker and BJP MLA from Goa, Michael Vincent Lobo. Now, before I go across to Mr. Lobo to just ask about what's really happening there, I just wanted to point out for our viewers, you've just seen the report, just to break it down for them, how the harassment, how the traders say that they are being harassed and what's the reason why meat supplies have stopped over there. Apparently, this happened, it happened to the 4th and the 5th, and also during Christmas. What would happen was, while the trucks, a majority of the meat comes in from Karnataka, which is across the border, when the trucks would come in, they would stop the trucks, and some people in plain clothes, they would ask for documents and make people get off the truck. Now, immediately the delay would start. There'd be a lot of verbal abuse according to these traders. Then they would take the truck to another place, to the local police station, sometimes accompanied by the police. So there seems to be, the police seems to be in on it, detain them for an hour. And what was the entire harassment for? What is it that they were demanding? Well, they're demanding something called a Certificate 96, which is a certificate to give the purpose of transport of meat that they're carrying. Now, apparently, the traders say that they had no idea that this is something that they have to have with them. So there is a gray area or demands. Is it just harassment, or is this a new rule which has been brought in, which people haven't been told about? Then the truck is then detained for hours at the police station, after which they're told that their meat has started stinking, and in many cases they then throw buckets of phenyl water on them. Now, NDTV has verified by speaking to people who it happened to, when this at least happened on the 24th, 25th of December, and more recently on the 4th and 5th of January as well. So, Mr. Lobo, while your government says that things are okay, what would you say about this? Because we have verified this kind of harassment taking place. What would you say about the reason for this kind of harassment and the fact that people are still getting decreased amounts of meat that they need in Goa? Why is that happening?
See, if you look at the whole thing, there are some things which are shown out of proportion. There are no people in Goa, they are coming out of Goa from outside the state. These are cow vigilantes. We have seen so many incidents happening across India where people are also killed because of beef, and this beef politics will not take us anywhere. It will not take India forward. I think these cow vigilantes should not be interested in what is cooking in people's houses. Instead of doing something good for this nation, they are after who is eating which meat, who is eating what. This is what they are looking at. But in Goa, I don't think any people are opposing to eating beef or who is cooking what.
Okay.
We are
so we're not,
very,
Mr. Lobo, we're not saying that people are being stopped from eating. Of course not. We've seen that ourselves. It's available in all the restaurants. What is happening though is that in lots of those restaurants, it's happening, they're getting reduced quantities, sir. And you yourself are saying these are some self-appointed people who have come from outside Goa. But this law and order is with you. That's a state department. The police is with you. Why can't you stop these people from harassing these people?
These are some of these cow vigilantes who come and stand on the border, and they call the Goa police or police from Karnataka and say that there is illegal cow meat being smuggled into Goa. They call that these are the words, you know, like they are showing it differently. where they are not actually interested in they are more interested in cow meat being stopped and it being destroyed. So it's practically Manohar Parrikar, our chief minister, has given a press conference, has directed the Goa police that
but the
all
police
these
is
guys
still
who
with
are
them,
making
Mr. Lobo.
trouble in the name of
police is
beef.
still standing by. They all
No, they have
report
already
that the
started
police,
acting.
they're not being able to stop them.
The police have already started acting on this, and we have seen the meat arriving into Goa and Goan markets. Like there was problem, I am not denying, there was problem for 3-4 days, nearly 4 or 5 days there was problem, and including the meat traders directly gave a memorandum to chief minister, if you do not give us protection, we will not bring in beef in Goa.
Right.
So we had taken up the matter with the chief minister, Goa Forward Minister Vijay Sardesai, myself. We have taken the matter with the chief minister. Chief minister took meetings with the police, the Director General of Police. He has given enough message and clear-cut message and orders to arrest anybody who is trying to do politics in the name of beef, who is trying to stop legal import of beef, because they have documents. These traders do have documents to bring in the beef.
Well, you heard what the MLA is saying over there, that the government is concerned about it. He acknowledges there's a problem. Are you feeling reassured now with these reassurances of police protection?
See, Goa thrives on tourism, especially at this part of this time of the year, where there's a total influx of foreigners, domestic tourism happening, and meat is on a high consumption list. Now, secondly, what happens is, if you recollect what Prime Minister Modi said about these Gaurakshaks, they said anti-national elements, anti-social elements who are doing this in the garb of Gauraksha.
Right.
Now, it's a failure of law and order. This is not some basic big rocket science issue that, you know, a major law and order issue. This can be curtailed at the border without the business suffering, without the common man who's transporting.
But the police cracking the whip, the government.
No,
really.
no, but that's at times too late. Once you have already thrown phenyl in a truck full of raw material, then how does it help whether you crack the whip or you don't crack it? Just that
one businessman, one trader over there saying he had suffered a loss of 25 lakhs.
Yeah, exactly. So, so how does the cracking the whip help this gentleman?
So what do you need?
No, there has to be a proper process. If there is anything that is happening which is wrong, which is not as per the certification, as per the veterinary doctors, so put a practice in place. And suddenly, how come at this point of time it has been happening for time immemorial, last, I don't know, decades and decades.
So, you know, when you become this certification, Gauri Mulakhi, would you accept that the fact that people use these certificates to harass people? What is this Certificate 96?
Okay, let's just dial it a little back.
Okay.
It's not about Certificate 96 or anything.
No, that's one thing that everyone seems stumped by.
Now let us examine what laws in India do we have for slaughter of any animal whatsoever. There's a huge multiplicity of it, starting from the Food Safety and Standards Act and regulations that have been made under it, or the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act. Also, slaughterhouses need to comply by environment protection norms, where you have the Water Act, the Air Act, the Environment Protection Act, a whole lot of other transport regulations as well. Now, all these have been put in place, not keeping the plight of animals in mind, but also looking at public health and safety, which is really more important, and nobody can argue with that. Now, these laws were made way back in 78, the one that you're talking about, this Rule 96. This actually is part of the Transport of Animals rules, which was made in 1978, amended in 2001 and 2009. Now, there is a settled principle in law that that not knowing the law doesn't absolve you from the responsibility of following it.
You're telling me all these details only, I'm like,
correct. So, you have to know the law. Being a transporter in a business of meat, where you are investing lakhs and crores.
No, Gauri Mulakhi, it's not that one person didn't know. This is something which suddenly people have started asking for.
This is something that has been the drawback of all our states actually across India. meat or slaughter of animals is done in the most shabby, haphazard and filthy manner. It's a filthy business.
No,
where
was something sent out
assume
in
Goa.
October saying that you have to suddenly ask for this
Not
one
in
as well?
October. This happened actually in February. There was a matter ongoing in the Honorable Supreme Court since 2001.
Yeah.
And in February, on 17th of February 2017, it actually got decided. And there the Supreme Court mandated
But
a
do you
set of... Let me complete.
Okay.
Mandated a set of a compendium of all the regulations that slaughterhouses needed to follow,
That's
and ordered all the state governments to ensure that they were being followed. Now, among those laws are various rules for transport, before handling, during slaughter.
Okay,
you know,
I
after
understand.
slaughter.
So these are rules you're
For-
saying which
for
need to be done.
people's
Okay, which
safety.
happened in February, and perhaps by October they
No, in
started
February
implementing.
they were just
I
reminded
understand.
again.
I understand.
See-
What I'm saying is, when you hear this kind of violence taking place, of people being verbally abused, that their wares are getting
Well,
spoiled.
nobody should be taking law in their hands, but then also there remains a need for enforcement of law. Right now, okay, just looking at Goa situation, there's one place called the Goa Meat Complex,
Yeah.
which is slaughtering animals mostly, which are sent by Karnataka.
Yeah.
They come from Karnataka. They are cow and its progeny, basically. It's bulls of the cow species. Now, these animals don't go through a thorough veterinary checkup. They do not
No.
get stunned. Now, understand this. There's a lot
No, no,
of,
I-
majority of people in India do not like
Okay.
the fact that we
Right.
take slaughter so casually,
Yeah.
and we treat it like an industry where it should actually be a matter of public health and safety first. Also keeping
No,
in
I
mind,
understand that, but we are
Yeah.
talking about the kind of harassment that people are facing
Yeah,
right
nobody
now,
should be taking
and
law
how
into their
they're
own
using
hands.
that. Shefali Gandhi, as someone who runs a restaurant, I know when we spoke earlier, you said that you were lucky, you were fortunate enough not to face that, but you just heard in our report some of the other peer restaurants going through that. Their wares, their supplies getting reduced. As someone doing business in Goa, how do you respond to this situation?
You know, honestly, I've not felt it. I haven't faced it. If you're buying it from a legal source, it's perfectly fine. And the government is absolutely and completely supporting us through this. So I really don't know where this is coming from.
Have any of your, have you heard of the other people reporting this?
Absolutely not. We all serve beef in our restaurant and it's absolutely perfect. We're getting absolutely perfect supply because I guess we're all buying it from a legal source. I don't find a problem anywhere.
So, Ms. Alvi, is it true? Is it the fact that only people who have dodgy suppliers, that they're the ones being harassed?
See, any business which needs checks and balances to be put, they're welcome at any point of time. But this sudden knee-jerk reactions, Farm 96 or throwing phenyl or stopping and harassing, and it's a perishable commodity. One must understand that.
Right.
And something that has been going on. See, what Ms. Muleki is saying is all about the government taking the first step, because these are people who are not educated. These are people who are not aware of what is happening. It's not to absolve them of the law and order situation, but what happens is all this slaughter not happening in the right way, not following the procedures. These are all government undertakings, entire country.
Okay.
So somewhere
Well, I differ with that
No.
completely because it is a private enterprise. It's an industry run
No,
by
no,
private
no, I
individuals.
understand.
You cannot hold the government responsible for your own
No,
faults.
no,
A trader is responsible.
No,
For
no, no.
instance, if I
See-
open a factory, I can't hold the government
No, but
responsible
see, these
for
factories-
negligence in
No,
my
One
no,
factory.
second. I
no,
just wanted
see.
to go across to Sadhvi
See,
Kamal.
these
Sadhvi
factories-
ji, who represents the Gauraksha Dal. Sadhvi ji, ये Gauraksha Dal, मैं अपने देखने वालों को बता दूं, व्यूअर्स को बता दूं कि गौरक्षा दल ने ही वो मीट कॉम्प्लेक्स जो था उसके खिलाफ केस करके उसे, जो गोवा में है, आप लोगों ने उसके खिलाफ केस किया हुआ है और अभी वो चल भी नहीं रहा। लेकिन लोगों को ट्रक से उतारकर उनको गालियां देना, क्या आपको लगता है वो उचित है? ऐसा होना चाहिए?
देखिए, मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगी कि हम भारतवर्ष में रह रहे हैं और आज मोदी सरकार, बीजेपी सरकार है और इस देश में गाय को जो है माँ का दर्जा, सारे वेद शास्त्र गाय को गौ विश्व से मात्र कहते हैं और जो
I
हमारी
will
माँ
object to this.
Okay, Mr.
The
Lobo, I'll let you counter her.
The slaughter which
Mr.
takes
Lobo,
place is not of cows.
I know. I will tell her that.
Bulls.
But let her finish.
Bulls and bullocks.
Right. Sadhvi ji, आपने
she's
जैसे
totally
सुना,
misguiding.
ये गाय की बात नहीं हो रही है.
As far as cow is concerned,
right?
Cow is out of the caution. Nobody
slaughters cows. Mr. Lobo, one second. Let her finish. Yeah, go ahead. Sadhvi ji, बोलिए.
वापस बोलें आप, क्या आपका क्वेश्चन था? आवाज प्रॉपर नहीं आई थी.
मैं यही पूछ रही हूँ कि इसी को आप गौरक्षा के नाम पे लोगों को तंग करना, क्या आप नहीं कहेंगे गोवा में बिल्कुल ठीक नहीं हो रहा है?
नहीं, ये बिल्कुल ठीक हो रहा है. अगर कोई भी इस प्रकार का कार्य करेगा तो ये तंग करना
लेकिन
नहीं.
वो गाय ले ही नहीं जा रहे हैं साध्वी जी, वो गाय नहीं ले जा रहे हैं. वो जो अलाउड है बफेलो वो ले जा रहे हैं, जो कि गोवा में अलाउड है.
देखिए, ये तो चेक होने के बाद में, टेस्ट होने के बाद में पता लगे ना कि वो क्या है. बाकी तो ये आप भी जानती हैं कि बेफेलो के नाम से ये लेके जाते हैं और बीच बीच में बीफ भी ये लोग लेके जाते हैं. नहीं तो इतनी सारी गाय जो हमारी कट रही हैं, धीरे धीरे समाप्त होती जा रही है, वो कहाँ जा रही हैं?
तो गोवा में आपके कितने लोग, तो आप लोग हर एक ट्रक को चेक करेंगे?
नहीं, बिल्कुल जिस ट्रक में हमें डाउट होगा उसमें करेंगे. अभी मैंने कुछ दिन पहले यहाँ जयपुर में भी पकड़े थे, मैंने टेस्ट करवाया. अभी तक टेस्ट भी नहीं करके बता रहे हैं ये लोग कि क्या है क्या नहीं है. तो इसको आप कैसे कह सकते हैं कि बेफेलो मीट है?
लेकिन
आप लोग कैसे इस चीज को,
लेकिन कैसे आप कानून को अपने हाथ में ले सकती हैं कि उस पे आप लोगों ने उसको खराब कर दिया, फिनाइल फेंक दिया, ये कर दिया? जी,
हम कानून को हाथ में नहीं लेते. हम अपनी जो भावनाओं को आघात पहुंचता है, हम उसके लिए कार्य कर रहे हैं, न कि कानून को हाथ में लेना हमारा कोई वो नहीं है.
ओके,
अगर कोई भी हमें ये डाउट होगा कि गाय का इसमें लेके जा रहे हैं बेफेलो के साथ में, तो उसके साथ ऐसा ही हम आगे भी करेंगे.
Surely you
there
don't.
are two things I want to put here.
One,
there is provision actually for destruction of meat if it is found, not complying with the law.
No, but that is for the government to do that.
Correct.
Yeah,
the government has to do
not
that.
some people to
now,
standing on the street. Yeah.
No, of course not. Then the second misconception we have is that all the beef that is being provided is that of buffalo origin. Buffalo, when I say, I mean buffalo in its progeny and cow in its progeny, whether it's cow, bull, calf, heifer, whatever. So that's actually incorrect. The Goa meat complex was found slaughtering more of cow in its progeny than buffalo at all. These are all bulls which come from Karnataka. Karnataka has an act which prohibits animals from cow and its progeny from travelling out of the state, but these were being seen travelling without, the permission of the competent authority.
We're totally out of time. I just wanted to end with Mr. Lobo. There have been so many, you yourself said, there have been so many tragic instances of people being killed in the name because of rumors. Across the country, there have been so many cases just because they suspected someone to be carrying cow meat, beef.
More people get killed because of cattle smugglers. More people, in fact, more police officers get killed by cattle smugglers.
One second. So,
100 policemen in UP alone.
It's your government's responsibility to crack down on this and stop this kind of checks right away?
See, Goa government is very serious as far as all these things are concerned.
Okay, Ms. Gandhi, yeah, you wanted to say?
I just wanted to say one thing, that like our honorable Chief Minister did say, that anybody who's getting it in legally, the police will take a check on it and they will support them, which they genuinely are. And I know it for a fact because all of us who are getting it from a legal system do not have a shortfall on supply.
See, the responsibility of legal meat is the problem of the government.
Absolutely not.
No,
it's the traders.
No,
it's a private business.
So, but where do you
it's an enterprise.
It
it's an industry.
Where do you source it from?
It's an industry. The private people are running it. They have the responsibility to comply with law. You cannot not comply with law and blame it on the government. That's absolutely.
Well, I just want to end by saying on reality check, as we bring this, as we look at this particular story, that we know too many of these tragic cases, whether it's Akhlaq or it's Junaid, to let this kind of idea and this kind of problem fester in Goa. And perhaps that's what the government needs to focus on, to make sure that if it is being abused, even if 1 or 2 trucks have been harassed like this, to put an end to it and make sure that all of it is done legally and checks are done in a proper way. Thanks to all my guests. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.